Some cats curl up at the foot of your bed, keeping a respectful distance. Others press their bodies against your side like a living, furry heating pad. But if you live with a male cat and find him slipping under the covers or stretching across your pillow every night, he's doing something far more significant than just looking for a nap. While it's easy to think he's just after a soft mattress or a bit of shared warmth, the reality is much more intense. You've been drafted into a territory you didn't even know you were part of. If you're lucky enough to be his chosen anchor, hit that like button to see how many of us are part of this secret circle. To understand why this happens, we have to look past the cute exterior. We need to look closely at the real, raw reasons male cats choose your bed as their ultimate headquarters, and what it truly reveals about the unbreakable, invisible bond you now share. See, cats don't just live in your house. They occupy it like a military commander mapping out a battlefield. Every square inch of your floor plan is categorized by risk and reward. The living room? That's a public lobby where guests are tolerated. The kitchen? A communal mess hall for the family. But your bedroom? That's the sanctum sanctorum. While a male cat might patrol the hallways or catch a light nap in a neutral zone just to keep an eye on the perimeter, he is pathologically stingy with his inner circle. By choosing your bed, he isn't just picking a spot. He is literally remapping his entire world to include you in his most protected coordinates. Let's be real, male cats are the territorial heavyweights of the feline world. They'll rub their scent on every corner and piece of furniture you own to plant their flag, but they are incredibly picky about where they truly drop their guard. Because in the wild, sleep is the ultimate vulnerability, the exact moment a predator can become the prey. By closing his eyes next to you, he's making the ultimate high-stakes bet. He's betting his life that you're the safest place on the map. Whether he's wedged between you and the door or pressed against your side while facing the room, he isn't just sleeping, he's standing guard. He's telling the world that you aren't just someone he likes, you're an asset worth protecting. This guardian behavior is often why you'll see them choose the outward-facing stance, where their back is to you but their face is toward the entrance. They are effectively saying, "I'll watch the dark so you can dream." And that protective instinct is a physical synchronization that starts the moment your breathing slows down and your REM cycle begins. Scientists diving into sleep patterns stumbled upon something hauntingly beautiful that happens under the covers. When your cat presses his weight against you, he isn't just looking for a heater. His hearing is so sharp, he can pick up the faint thud of your heartbeat from over 3 feet away. And as he settles in, he begins to manually override his own internal rhythm. He starts adjusting his heart rate to match yours, a biological handshake that never happens when he's alone or with other cats. In the wild, male cats in a colony will sync their vitals with the individual they perceive as the most stable and secure. In the ecosystem of your home, that alpha presence, that anchor of stability, is you. By matching your heartbeat, he's literally programming his nervous system to your frequency. This is why research shows that male cats who co-sleep with their humans have entirely different stress profiles. They're calmer, more confident, and they bounce back from trauma, like a rough vet visit, much faster than solitary sleepers. There's even a documented case of a cat who never bothered with the bed until his owner started anxiety treatment. The cat sensed the shift in the human's emotional frequency and stepped in to become a living, breathing comfort system. This biological tether runs so deep that he's not just feeling your present, he's predicting your future, specifically the schedule he's been secretly memorizing while you thought he was napping. Your cat knows your routine better than you do because he isn't just watching the clock, he's tracking patterns you haven't even noticed yet. Using hidden cameras, researchers found that male cats often take their positions near the bedroom 30 minutes before their owner even thinks about sleep, regardless of whether the human claims to have a set schedule. They're tracking pre-sleep rituals with surgical precision. He knows the specific vibration of your toothbrush, the way the light hits the wall when you check your phone one last time, and the exact sequence of locks clicking. He's using survival skills honed for hunting to map your behavior, but he's added a twist. He's not just learning the pattern, he's actively trying to influence it. If you've ever felt bedtime pressure, that vocal hurting or extra visibility right before you should be heading upstairs, That's him managing his territory. But once you're actually under the covers, the strategy shifts from management to positioning. Where he chooses to land on that mattress tells the whole story of your relationship, and most people miss the nuances. If he's on your pillow or above your head, he's claiming the high ground. In the feline world, height equals status and safety. He's positioning himself as the ultimate lookout, keeping a vantage point over the room while staying in your immediate orbit. Then you have the foot of the bed sleepers, a spot male cats choose far more often than females. They're maintaining what behaviorists call guardian distance, close enough to intervene, but far enough to have a clear line of sight to any incoming threats. On the other end of the spectrum is the full contact sleeper, the one sprawled across your chest. This is a profound regression. Despite the independent tough guy exterior, a male cat in this position is reverting to kitten-like bonding, treating you with the same absolute trust he once gave his mother. It's a total surrender of control. Even if he starts at the foot of the bed as a new arrival, you'll notice that as the trust thickens over months or years, he slowly migrates closer. And if you've been away on a trip, he'll likely switch to a maximum contact position for a few days to recalibrate that connection and re-scent you as his own. But don't let the stillness of his paws fool you. While you're dead to the world, he is running high-level security protocols all night long. Infrared footage has pulled back the curtain on what's really happening during those 8 hours. Cats don't sleep through the night in one solid block like we do. They cycle through 7 to 9 micro-wakings. They enter a half-alert state, eyes opening just a sliver, ears rotating like radar dishes to pick up the house's settling sounds, noses sampling the air for unfamiliar scents or a change in the room's temperature. It's a 20-second security sweep before they dive back into deep sleep. Interestingly, he's adjusting his vigilance based on you. If you're tossing and turning or your breathing is erratic from a nightmare, he ramps up the patrol. He might even reposition himself, moving from the feet to your side to act as a stabilizing weight. He's even learned to recognize the subtle shift in your lungs, that specific deepening of breath that happens right before you naturally wake up. They use this knowledge in different ways. Some become your personal alarm clock, gently waking you moments before your actual phone would go off, while others use this time to do a more thorough room check, walking the perimeter of the bed one last time to ensure the coast is clear before you open your eyes. All of this, the guarding, the syncing, the patrolling, leads to a genuine chemical addiction that you are both developing, a bond written in the language of neurotransmitters. Every night you spend together, your brains are releasing oxytocin, the same love hormone that bonds a mother to her child. For male cats, the shift is even more dramatic. Their testosterone levels actually dip during co-sleeping, shifting them from hunter mode to bonding mode, while their feel-good chemicals, serotonin and dopamine, skyrocket. Your own biology is being hijacked in the best way possible. Regular co-sleeping lowers your cortisol, the stress hormone, and stabilizes your blood pressure, making you sleep deeper and wake up more refreshed. But the most permanent change is happening in his brain structure. Through a process called sleep-dependent consolidation, you are being hard-coded into his long-term memory. You aren't just a food source or a roommate anymore. You are an essential component of his biological survival and psychological well-being. This bond is so intense it creates actual withdrawal symptoms that look remarkably like grief. Separate a co-sleeping male cat from his human, and his cortisol spikes to dangerous levels, his appetite vanishes, and his immune system can even take a temporary hit. Studies found it takes nearly a full week for their hormones to normalize after an owner travels. They aren't just sad. Their bodies are physically searching for the heartbeat they've synced with. So the next time you wake up in the middle of the night to find a heavy, warm weight pressed against your legs or a rhythmic purr vibrating against your pillow, don't just see it as a lucky coincidence. Tell me, where does your guardian stand watch? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you're ready to see the world through their eyes, you know where to find me. Thank you for watching.